So reach into your wallet and pull out a couple coins. Take a look at them, hold them in your hand, flip them around a little bit. Coins physically represent economic interaction and exchange, and the imagery represents the contemporary aspects of a given society. So for example, let's look at Canadian currency. We've got Queen Elizabeth II on the back of all of our denominations because she is the Canadian head of state. If you take a look at the nickel, we have the beaver on the reverse side because it's the national animal. But these ideas of physical exchange and imagery are not just unique to modern day currency, but they also apply to ancient civilizations and the currency that they used. So for example, imperial Roman coins would feature the head of the current reigning emperor on the obverse. On the reverse side, there would be images of the imperial family, military victories, and monumental architecture. Although small, these coins played a very important part in the Roman Empire. They served as little pieces of propaganda that would be exchanged by many different hands throughout the day, throughout all four corners of the Roman Empire. Let's take a look at this specific coin that is featured at the Royal Ontario Museum. On the obverse, we see the head of Augustus, who was the first emperor of Imperial Rome. He ruled from 27 BC to 14 AD. He also introduced the first currency system of Imperial Rome. It featured the Aureus, which was the highest denomination of the currency. It also contained coins made of silver, bronze, and also copper. All right, so let's take a good look at this coin. At the front of it, we see the bust of Augustus. It's strikingly lifelike, and it gives us a sense of dignity and mature nobility. The whole message of this coin was that Augustus had the right to rule and that he would be able to take Rome from a republic into an empire state. If we look at the Latin writing surrounding the coin, it says Caesar Augustus, Divi Filius Pater Patrae. So let's break those titles down. Caesar was a title that Augustus used because he was the adopted heir of Julius Caesar, who was a respected republican leader of the Romans. Augustus was formerly known as Octavian. However, in 27 BC, when he came to power, the Senate gave him the name of Augustus as a sign of respect, as a token of appreciation for moving the state from economic and political and social instability into a period of relative peace. Divi Filius, which is Latin for son of a god, is another way that Augustus linked himself to Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar had passed away, but he was deified in 42 BC. So Augustus was linking himself to a respected leader who had done many great works for the Republic. The last part of the phrase is Pater Patrae. Again, Augustus is presenting himself as father of the nation, which is what it means in Latin. And he's trying to portray himself as a respected, mature leader who is concerned with the well-being of every inhabitant of Rome. So although this is a very small coin, it was very powerful. It served as a small piece of propaganda that helped cement Augustus's status within the empire, because it was meant to be understood by people surrounding the Mediterranean, of vast cultures, of different ethnicities, and different geographies. So the next time that you're about to make a purchase and you reach into your wallet and you grab some coins, take a look at them, flip them over in your hand, and ask yourself, what message are they telling me?